He tried to call me back. David, that's his name. Hey there. No, I wasn't on the phone. I wasn't on the phone. I was blowing my nose, but no, I didn't see a call come through from you. So, well, we're back now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay. If you wanna have a nice day, how do you like? If you wanna have a nice day, how do you spend your day? Like, enjoy. You wanna have a nice day, like you wanna go. You wanna make yourself happy. Sometimes in a day, how do you do it? Where do you go? Do you read the books? Do you?
well, I go every 2 weeks and I get a full body massage. And I like to go and get facial once in a while because it feels so good. And then I just enjoy going to the park and reading a book. And then, when I have spare time, when I have spare time, I have to test a few of the new dildos that come off the production line.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you like to do?
Okay. I like that, sometimes if I feel very pissed off or maybe somehow I find myself being unhappy, I can go play some chess. I love motivational books. Go online, try to dig into inspirational books. If I feel very, very down, maybe I'm not happy, sometimes you wake up from the wrong side of the bed and you just feel like, wow, what's going on? The whole world is dropping on you. Like when we invested something, money, and at the end of the day, it doesn't get a return. Like it's a blush. I find myself like going to maybe the swimming pool or maybe a nearby lake, sit down and look at the water, maybe go to waterfalls or go, just see how I can enjoy natural vegetation. Go around the park, maybe sit down with some people, friends, not friends, and we can just talk about jokes, laugh about it. I like exhaling positive energy. Most times I know being negativity always bring people down. I also enjoy when someone is not happy and I make he or she happy. Going over to the less privileged. I think I love going over to see them because the life isn't perfect for everybody. And some people, I could take my kids and we could go over to see some, those orphanage privileges, the less privileged people, the ones in the wheelchair, the, physically challenged, the handicaps, the autism patients could go over and see them. And, like it could make me smile inside me when I see I'm able to make them, chuckles or maybe smile and give them some, put some happiness in their mind, maybe, share with them, make them feel they are part of the world they're living and it could be better than that they're passing through, I could travel sometimes, and go to places and just meet people, maybe cultures. I love learning from people. I love experiences. I enjoy seeing people happy. It breaks my heart when people are sad or they have a broken heart. Never really enjoy the negative parts of life, like people falling into being sick, ill on a sick bed. I feel very heartbroken if I couldn't help to sort them out, and it's just like at a point of dying. I once had a dog, and his name is Pecky. He lived with me like I say, he was just like my second me. And after some time, he fell sick. I couldn't help him out, and I broke down into tears because he was like my soulmate. He was just one of it. If I could, he could sense when I'm not happy and come over and try to, give me this looks, talk, sound, like he wanna say something. And he fell sick, and I was really, really trying my best to resuscitate him, but at the end of the day, the vet doctor said we couldn't do nothing, and he had to give him an overdose of a sleeping injection, and he went off. And I couldn't hold myself for a while, but at a point in time in life, I just like found, I think about how I lost him, how life is in people. Some people, like they say, you just have to make yourself happy. So I do much, I love seafood. I love seafood so much. Love seafood. Eat less beef. Prefer more vegetarian. Do kind of maximum exercise, keeping fit. I love herbal treatment. Like you go out in 2 weeks and take a massage. I love a therapy, the green tea, the aloe vera green tea. It's fantastic. Go over the internet to get information on physical health education, body education, herbal treatment for the body, how the lungs, the kidney, how the function, what, kind of, I'm sorry to say this, I do smoke sometimes, habits, because I have to tell you the truth. I was off the chart when I lost so many things, and so I got into smoking, but I don't do drugs. But I could take a little piece of loud sometimes. Alcohol, breaking down, negative energy. Sometimes it comes into me. It's frustrating. So maybe I could do some alcohol. That's kind of maybe in the ceremony, maybe like I'm coming over to see you and I want to make myself happy. I could take some alcohol, but I prefer more doing the cream liquor. The kind of it's quite better for me, and I don't go to parties much. Once in a while, I just like being cool. I go to places I could be happy, could go to music concerts, could go to, cinema to watch a movie, something that is just unique. I could love doing it. And, sometimes I go online to do readings on maybe drilling equipment. That.
Wow. You shared so much with me. I was kind of like waiting for you to tell me how big your penis was, too. I love how you share. Hello, are you there?
Boy, I to be more is doctors, it's a unique one. I really love when people share emotional. I had a friend today. We've been friends for a very long time, and shockingly today he.
Hello? I think he needs a gift card.
We reached. He was, to him. He was in love with this lady, and was having so much money, and he did some investment in the Bitcoin, and I think he traded some more amount, and he lost, like part of life. And I was like telling him, you could still do it again. It's part of life. You can come back. So he called today, and he was almost dropping tears on his face, telling me the lady doesn't want to share his emotional feelings with him. He saw her, and she wasn't the same person she was, probably maybe because he wasn't having nothing or dying, and because he was broke, and he wanted the lady to help emotionally, talk to him, be around him, be with him, stay with him, share with him, as they normally does. They go out together, go to, club, nice places, fun, catching when things were right. And this moment, things is blasted, and the lady is checking off. Like, I can do this with you. I can start talking emotion. And I told him, I said, she's not the one you need. She's not the one for you. All you have to do, you have to try and get yourself. Don't be negative. Being negative is going to put you more down. You're going to be so frustrated, left behind, like the world is changing. You're going to think, having negative thoughts, and that is going to eat you down. You're going to be so down, you lose interest in things you love. All you have to do, she doesn't deserve what you think she deserves. You are you, and you're the best. Make yourself happy. Get yourself back to your toes, to your feet, and think of how you're going to stand on your feet. And we know we share so many things. And at the end of the day, he called me later and said, "Oh, he's kind of being healed for what I told him." And I said, "That is what you need. You can just sit down and keep yourself like you want to mug yourself at a point in time where you keep the best thing in life. You're going to feel like the worst thing in life. You're not going to feel happiness inside you, joyousness. You're going to lose them. But if you take those things out, negative energy out, you breathe in, you exhale, you inhale, you get your exercise done, get yourself fixed up to something that's going to put a smile on your face. Call someone that cares about you, and share share something nice. So you could forget about this other lady, or this other who she is, or your this other ex you have, or this other girl you have, or the whatever she is to you. She's gonna go, and because she has to go. And if she goes away from your heart, someone nice is going to come to fill the heart with the required ingredients of happiness, and you're going to glow. And he was happy, and that's made my day today. So I really enjoy where I know everything is not really easy at times. Like, we so expect things to work out perfectly, but I just believe, if I believe in God, I just tell myself, oh, maybe I do some prayers, and I just feel whatever one will make himself happy, you just have to do it, because the life is very short. And a few years from now, someone is going to get old, and, you're going to lack the fun you never had. But if you had fun while you walking on the transition of life, when sometimes come, you're going to flashback and say, oh, wow, I was happy I had to go out from this place. Have you traveled out of the state before now, Susan?
Oh, yes, I've traveled to many places.
Okay, like you've been to Europe, have you gone out of the States, like go maybe travel to places like in Europe? Have you done that?
Oh, yes, I've been to England and Spain and Spain, Italy. That's one of my favorite places because I love Italian food.
Oh,
I've also been to, I went on safari in Africa. That was so much fun. I went to Nigeria to assist, kind of like the Peace Corps for a short time to help the poor people over
okay.
there.
It's a go home.
Yeah, and then I've also been to Japan and China. I got to go to the Great Wall, which was really cool. And then I
Sometimes,
also,
yeah.
yeah, and then Singapore. Oh my God, that's such a beautiful little country. It's beautiful. Egypt, the
Wow.
Sphinx and the pyramids. Oh my God.
Wow.
It was just, I love trade. Oh, and Canada. Um, God, I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. Oh, Australia. Oh my God,
Beautiful.
Australia. Oh, and then last year, or was
Yes.
it the year before, I flew down to Rio de Janeiro for the Taylor Swift concert. That was so much fun.
Wow. 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 That's one place I'd love to go, for fun. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Had so much talk about, the city, but I think maybe one of the vacation I'm gonna have, I'd love to go and see it. You've really done a lot for yourself traveling. It's superb, having vacations in Europe, going to, have you been anywhere in Asia, in the
Um,
continent of Asia?
well, yeah, I've been to Japan and Hong Kong and, oh, India. I almost forgot
Mm.
India. Yeah, I got to ride an elephant over there.
Oh, you're serious? Like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, that was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Wow, wow. You weren't afraid of, getting on top of the elephant is gonna maybe throw you off,
No, I
knock you
mean,
off
they were
balance.
very good in instructing me and everything, and it was so much fun. Yeah.
You won't believe that I once had an opportunity, but I told myself this is so huge, it was humongous, and I was like, if this thing crashed down on me, and I'm not sure I'm gonna survive it. But it was. I had to go, go see some of the cheetahs, the hyenas, and that they had a lovely zoo. Um, you know, and going around and having to, walk around and see how the animals are being cared for. I went to there's once East Africa. They have a lot. The zoo is wonderful, and they had a lot of lions, and it was nice. It was nice. They're doing so good there. Wildebeest, buffalo, the buffalo animals. They were just fantastic. It was really nice. So, what's your favorite meal? What do you enjoy eating?
Well, I
Like,
love
love
filet
to
mignon steak. That's my favorite.
lemon what?
Filet mignon,
Lemonade.
it's a steak. I like steak.
Oh, okay, steak.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like my
okay,
meat
wow.
rare.
Mm, mm. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, you have a pet at home? Like, you have any pet at home?
No, I
Are you a
don't. I
pet
used to
lover?
have dogs, but I don't have any anymore. I do want to get one maybe in the next couple years. But I was doing a lot of
Oh,
traveling and stuff, and it's like, I hate putting them in a kennel. So I just didn't get anyone after
oh,
my last puppy just passed away.
oh, oh, I understand. You don't want to leave the pet, and
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
and the pet, and he likes things. Which
Yay.
is your favorite pet?
Oh, I like
Oh,
dogs.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a cat person.
Uh,
I'm allergic.
Oh, do you know I think it was not too long ago. I went to the United Arab Emirates, and one fascinating thing happened. Like, I went to Abu Dhabi, and that's the city in Arab Emirates. And I was living in Navy Gate where I, you know, go out and having, to form the kind of nice over there. But they mainly are practicing, they're Muslims, but we have Christians and other people there. And one very funny thing, one fascinating thing,
Hello? Where's the off button? Hello? Can you hear me on YouTube? Hello?
And there's a lot of cats is gonna come out from different direction, and they come on, they feast on the food. Like this, I suddenly, as I was doing that, I had to have a friend as a cat, and it was like, I may come into a particular spot. And one day I sat very close to the spot. And funny enough, the cat, there's a black cat, he came over and sat close to me. And we became friends. I never, ever, Susie, I never, ever believed I could be a friend to a cat because I never liked them. But I had a dog, which I really fall in love with. But the emotional attachment I had with the cat, I was very shocked because every time I go over there, from the first time we started, being close to each other, and that was the click. And he was always coming every evening, and he knows I'm going to come. And, I was like, wow, this is a good experience. So that was something I also, shared while I was in Abu Dhabi too.
Oh, wow. Wow. That sounds fascinating.
Yeah. So if you'd love to have a baby, which will you prefer, a baby boy or baby girl?
As long as it's healthy.
Hmm.
I'm not picky. I'm not picky. As long as it's healthy.
Hmm.
Do you have a preference?
Yeah. No. I meet a lot of people. They keep have preferences on maybe they like the boy or they prefer the male or some sort of female. But for me, I'm not a creator. As long, like you said, as long as it's healthy, as long as it's okay. I don't choose a gender. What comes out is fine. I'm okay with it. So, how many babies would you love to have if you want to have one?
Maybe about 6 or 7.
You're not serious. Don't tell me you're not serious about it.
No, at least one. At least one.
Yeah. That's lovely. Something you just I don't really think about the numbers, but as long as it's something I'm happy about, that's the major thing. I believe what makes life worthy is what makes you happy, and that's it's what I flair about. And have you had any let's say, I know most people doesn't want to talk about the side of the coin. Have you had any bad moments? Have you had any regrets? past regrets in life before now?
Not
I'd love to
really.
hear
I
it.
try not to think about, like I like to say we learn from our mistakes of the past, but I really never made that many mistakes. But no, I don't really have
Hmm.
any regrets. My life is really good. I got a good business. I'm rich. I got great
Yeah.
friends. I have the best friends money can buy. And I mean,
Yeah.
it's wonderful. Right now, I'm just at a point where, okay, it's time to think about marriage and children.
Yeah. Okay. You are a wonderful, kind, you are real gem. You're so fascinating. You're unique. Like, you stand among the crowd, but you stand so rare in the crowd. Like, I'm really happy to really talk to you. Like, having people like you in this world, it's gonna make a lot of difference. People, you're so humble, and it makes me happy. You're kind of a person, and you're unique. So,
Well,
if you
thank
have a
you.
wish, yeah. If you have a wish, one wish, what will it be?
Oh, I want to have sex with Chris Evans. Captain America. I gotta tell you, I mean, he's a
Yeah.
married man now, so I would never touch that. That's, off limits. But I gotta tell you, if there was one
Yeah.
wish I could have, I would want that man in my bed and have him give it to me all night long.
Oh my God. I will lie to you. I love Aquaman.
Oh, Jason Momoa, he's another stud. He's good, but I like
Very fair.
Chris Evans better.
Yeah. And when those Marvel films, it's really quite unique. So tell me what you like about him. His person,
Well,
maybe because he's rich.
he just seems like such a decent and kind human being. He loves dogs. He's got the cutest dog now. He just has like a
Wow.
genuine heart. His mother did a fantastic job raising him. And oh my God, he's just so freaking gorgeous. And he's got the cutest little butt.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. You're one in a million
Oh,
to tell
thank
me
you. Thank you.
to tell me what's your what's your cognac like? What's your kind of your uh what makes you go happily crazy? Like, wow, what could just turn you on, make you feel so wide happy, so goofy happy? You just, what surprised you? What kind of surprise do you will just take you off your feet?
Chris
What would that
Evans,
be?
his movies, him in his little Captain America costume. I love Marvel movies. I live for Marvel movies. I mean, I'm just
Whoa.
genuinely a happy person. I'm just always happy,
Yeah.
laughing. I crack tons of jokes. I like making people laugh. It's just.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
So, it okay. So tell me, what do you love oral sex? Do you love the practical sex? Do you love the foreplay? Which aspect would you prefer
Oh,
your
honey, you
man to
gotta
start
have it
from?
all. You gotta have it all. You just can't go wham bam. You gotta lead up to it, get the juices going, and then just go for it. Hammer it all the way home. I mean, I'll be honest right now, I'm a doggy style girl. I like it.
yeah. Can
You know, but I like all
oh,
positions because it's fun, you know? It's sex is supposed to be
yeah.
fun, you know? And if you're with your partner, and then there's the trust
So,
and the
so
love and the intimacy, you can do anything you want.
beautiful. Yeah. Would you tried, let's, if I have you tried anal sex before?
Oh, hon, I've had sex. I'm not a virgin.
No, I mean anal sex.
And no, sorry, hon, the only thing that comes out of there is poop. I don't do that.
Uh,
That's my poop shoot, and
would
that's
you?
all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I respect that. It's good to respect someone's dignity. And if somebody says he doesn't like this, I
Yeah.
think you should let him go with it because that is not gonna make him happy. But I will confess to you, and seriously, I have tried it like twice, you know, and
On a
I
woman?
really want to have.
On a woman?
Yeah,
Okay, I just asking.
yeah.
I thought you were in the
It was a
receiving
fling.
end. I apologize.
No, no.
Okay, good. I'm
I don't.
glad.
I'm serious, and I have to, my hands on my chest, and I don't love gazing. I don't like it. No, in what sentence? I could prefer maybe a bisexual, which kind of better, but
That's
I don't see it
acceptable.
like,
That is totally fine. I was making a joke.
yeah, okay. So I'm so serious at the point in time. It was a fling. It was a fling. This kind of, you meet someone and you just got emotionally attracted, and
Hot and bothered, baby.
I,
Hot and bothered.
I would, I would, I wouldn't believe we had to do that because, well, I'll say maybe it was the influence of alcohol, Susan, and they, we had a lot, of alcohol mixture, and as soon as we, kickstart the sex movie play, I love being in control, and that was it. And it was a long hours fun because it was stage by stage, and at a point in time I didn't just know, I went crazy, and I just stood there. I wanted to have an experience of anal sex, and
That's
she was
fine.
like, okay, and she accepted, and wow, and that was how I had the experience. And really, that was kind of long ago, and I was like, wow, wow, because she accepted. Few people, no, not everybody gets to like it, and because of how loose it costs. Maybe at the end of the day, the side effects of people pull on the body because it doesn't. It's how it loses the body, and I just said okay, but well, I had like 1, 2, 3 experience of Anna, and it was fun, but I just said, it really had to be it has to be an acceptance, like, okay, fine. And if she accepts it, and that, I'm fine with it. But if we're talking about the transgender, no, 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 I don't do that.
No, that's not a
I don't.
problem. I don't think I knew that. That was just a no biggie. Don't worry about it.
So tell me, what the size? What's your size? Do you like the big ones, the big dick, the little ones, the average? You know,
Oh, honey,
what's
as
the
they say, size doesn't matter as long as you know how to use it. But bigger is better.
wow. That's that's a nice one coming from quite an experienced, mature lady. You are. People tell you different sizes, and people specifically just want the bigger ones. People give sizes, but I just feel like you said. I think I'll go with what you just said. It doesn't matter, but as long as you can, handle and do it, the feelings going so well. It's okay for me.
Oh,
It's
cool.
okay for me.
Cool.
So, what's your plan for the week? Tomorrow is just tomorrow's Thursday. For the weekend, you have any special plan available?
Well, I'm off tomorrow, but I'm getting together with some friends for a barbecue. But I'll be home tomorrow night. And then Friday I'm working. I got some stuff I got to do. And then Saturday, I sleep late. And then go to church on Sunday. And, whatever happens. I'm kind of a spontaneous girl. Last minute, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel like going here. And I just jump in my car and go.
Ah,
Spontaneity is the spice of life. Hello? Oh, good God. Hello? He's probably still talking. Hello? He's going to get it, yes. Hello? Okay, I'm hanging up. Holy crap! What the fuck?